All right, so we're going to find marginal and conditional distributions today. So before we can do that, it might be helpful to define what they are. So we're going to start with marginal distribution. I apologize about the line. The copy machine that I chose to use decided to put a line through it. So the definition of marginal distribution is the distribution of values of a categorical, oh man, I went outside the box, sorry, variable among all individuals described by the table. And I will show you in just a minute how to actually find a marginal distribution from a table, but that is the definition. Conditional distribution is described by values of a variable among individuals who have, sorry, that H looks like men, who have a specific value for another variable. When it comes to marginal and conditional distributions, your answers are always a percent. So when we find them, we're going to be doing some division to get percents. Does anybody need a calculator before we get into it? It took you a minute, Sam. Noah?
Oh, what?
Do you need a calculator?
Do you need a graphic one? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I need a waiter.
I saw.
Yeah, the pink one?
Somehow I had always given them the same one, so Mom got it this time. This one's better? Anybody else need a calculator? Alright. So, I copied the table below. It's the same table from the warm-up, but that way we don't have to flip back and forth. This time I included the totals. So we had our total column. Can't draw straight lines. We had our total row. And then down here is the grand total. So this is what is known as a two-way table. So if in your homework it says using a two-way table, this is what it means. Because we have two variables, two categorical variables we're working with. One is gender, so we have female and male, and the other one is opinion. So this two-way table tells us the opinions of young adults by gender and their chance of getting rich. So they interviewed 4,826 young adults, asked them about what they thought their chance of getting rich was. They had almost no chance, some chance, but probably not, 50-50 chance, good chance, and almost certain as their options. And then, of course, they put them into categories based on gender. So we're going to use the data from above. I feel like I should have said from the table above, but whatever. To calculate the marginal distribution, and I did remind you that it needs to be in percents, of opinions. So we're working on opinions. So we're going to be looking at the total for almost no chance, some chance, 50-50, good chance, and almost certain. And the definition of marginal distribution is the value among all individuals. So we're going to take the totals divided by the grand total to find our marginal distribution here. And as you guys know, I'm lazy, so I'm not going to write out all of these. I'm going to abbreviate. Almost no chance is A and C. Some chance is SC. 50-50, I'm going to go with FF. Good chance, GC, and almost certain AC. That way I don't have to write out lots of words. So to find the marginal distribution of young adults who said there's almost no chance they're going to get rich, we take the total, 194 that chose that opinion, out of the grand total. So 194 divided by 4826. Line 94, 4826. We get 0.04019, which it's a percent. So you can multiply by 100, or remember you can move your decimal 2 to the right. So we get approximately 4.02 if I round. Because if I move that 2 to the right, it'd be between the 4 and the 0, and the 9 rounds the 1 to a 2. Questions? All right, some chance would be 712 out of the 4826. Which would give us 14.75%. And then I'm going to let you guys find the marginal distribution for 50-50, good chance, and almost certain.
I was just writing, and I said,
Yeah.
look,
What were the words?
it just said no.
Didn't say no.
We don't look
I thought of the right words.
Look.
You want to know something even cooler?
What?
Instead of having to hit alpha in between, if you hit second alpha, it puts it into alpha lock.
Does it only make it lowercase though? That's nice.
But seriously, when to write?
I was just writing about my country.
I don't know if I know, like,
Jennifer's?
yeah.
Where's Red
I see a couple nice students.
Oh, sure. Alright, Jillian's gonna come put the answers on the board for
Do I
us.
need to like write the calculations or can I just write the percent?
You can just write the percents. If they need explanation, I can explain. Carter showed up. Still no Calvin, no Avery, no Wilmer, no Eric, and no Michelle. I'm hungry.
That's it.
Thank you. Any questions? Marginal distribution for 50-50 chance, 29.34. Good chance, 29.26. Molly.
For good chance, I got 29.44.
Good chance, 14, 21, 5, 5, 30, 26. Okay. Is that one off? That one's 4-4 also.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Molly.
Yeah.
Any questions? All right, now we're going to do a conditional distribution. So this time it says calculate the conditional distribution of opinion among men. So conditional distribution means you're given a condition. In this case, the condition we're given is that we're only going to look at the opinion among men. So what I like to do with conditional distributions is I identify my condition and then I go and I say, okay, I'm only looking at the men, so I'm only going to be working with the numbers in the male column. So we're still finding the percents of the opinions that were answered, but this time instead of doing all of them, I'm only going to do males, so I'm going to take these numbers and divide by the total number of males that were interviewed. So for almost no chance, 98 out of the 2,459 males interviewed said there's almost no chance they get rich. So 98 divided by 2459, we get 0.03985, so 3.99 if we round. And then some chance would be 286 out of the 2459. Which would be 11.63% approximately. And then I'm going to have you guys do the last three for this conditional distribution. Yeah, like, Ethan's gonna put the answers on the board for us. I was gonna say, that would be a really impressive memory.
No, I have the worst memory here. I guarantee it.
Thank you, sir. Any questions on any of these ones? No? Can I flip?
No. Okay, go.
All right, so you guys, well, this one says that the Pew Research Center asked a random sample of 2014 adult cell phone owners from the United States. How did I misspell owners? Owners. From the United States, which type of cell phone they own. iPhone, Android, or other, which includes non-smartphones. So the results are broken down by age category. You have 18 to 34-year-olds, 35 to 54, 55 and older, iPhone, Android, other. Most of the time when they give you this information, they will not put totals there, so it's just a good habit to fill in your total column and your total row. The one nice thing is that it tells us that we should have 2014, although I just realized I made a typo. It should say 2024. Because when we find the totals, that will be the grand total. So usually in the paragraph, it'll tell you what your grand total should be, and then you can double check your work. So fill in the totals, then do the marginal distribution of cell phone types, conditional distribution of cell phone types for the 18 to 34-year-olds. There's no way.
What guy? So wait, so you're doing the exact same thing, it's just like that was me just specific.
Well, I believe you spelled it right. I just wanted to know how you said it. Well, that's what it looks like.
I looked it up yesterday. So vanilla ice. So the marginal is but I don't have the.
And then shredded something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I have to write. Like they use the fire hydrant to kill them.
Yeah. They like feed them the donuts with the little.
High school.
I don't know. This is not. I actually remember like that.
They're like the best one.
It was.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
My mom likes my
That's everyone's.
I asked
I like
Is there a Ninja Turtles book?
Tyler's mom's favorite Ninja Turtle was Mikey.
Raphael would be cool as
Wait, which one's the one with the red?
He's the best.
Raphael's the one with the red? That's, he's badass. I like
Is it Donatello in class?
Zodiac sign. What's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Donatello's the worst one.
You just
Let's take it as Donatello's class.
that and he wasn't doing goats earlier, so.
Come on, bro.
Dude,
Donatello's the guy who
never
Okay, I
I
can't
can't
talk.
you don't know swords? I was
Yeah.
asking
Raphael's
size.
Leader has like a 7
I don't know
I like the weapon. I just didn't like the.
Were you like not allowed to sit there? We didn't watch the ones
Wait, I think they're all dead. Only Mikey's alive. Like one of the shows.
when you were really little.
No. Oh, I love the Nightmare. This one? It shows you cell phone type for 18 to 36.
Yeah,
So the marginal distribution is that's the total of the totals. So you have to
You just plug it into the calculator
and
and
the
then you
totals
go.
of the totals. Each total is.
And you write it down.
Shelley is gonna put the marginal distributions on the board for us. Watch SpongeBob? I don't know.
I was like 9 jokes on it, like, it's all jokes.
It's not, it was originally made to be on.
As soon as I got to school, like my service just stopped working. But as soon as I was when I was like,
When I was 3, I was smoking dark.
no, not on Wi-Fi, no, only on
Oh, goodness.
the.
What?
The school like slowed down the data like in school.
Is it, so my son told me that it's fine everywhere else, but in my class.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
No, it's bad in CA too.
It's bad everywhere. This is
Did they just do something?
perception.
Yeah, it is.
This is the best thing that if you use your.
That's
One time AT&T is better.
That's
No, I'm just saying, like, mine is the best.
Yeah.
Best in my way.
Mine's the bad. I browse like hardcore.
I think
So weird, dude.
T-Mobile and Sprint. Yeah, maybe it's just like a T-Mobile thing. I don't know.
And then how do you?
Well, I used to be on Sprint.
Well, they can join, they can join.
Yeah.
All they do is they go to the cell.
Yeah, like my Verizon for years.
No, but you use it because like I still haven't taken over all the Sprint towers. Because like I used to go to Applegate and have service there, but now I don't. The cell towers.
All right,
Still Sprint, right? That's why it's converted to
Ethan, Alex, thank you. All right. So marginal distribution for iPhone owners is about 23.07. Android is about 24.85. And then others 52.08. Any questions on those ones? No? All right, then the condition that you're given here is that you're only looking at the 18 to 34-year-olds. So you're going to be looking at that column, which had a total of 517 when you add it all together. So of the 18 to 34-year-olds, about 32.69% own iPhones, 41.39% own Androids, and then 25.92% own some other type. Anna?
We were wondering for the Android, since it was 21.39, I just wanted to explain with the 40, is that wrong?
That's fine.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right, some of you have already started working on the exit task. Now, on the exit task, this is more like what you will see with tables. When I make them, I create the total row, column, and row for you, but a lot of times they won't put them there. So just remember that should always be your first step, is to figure out the totals. Okay, figure out the totals. TTL is how I abbreviate total, by the way.